Good morning, Feegets. This video is going to be a little bit different than the others. This isn't part of the Roadmaster Prestige series. This is just me chatting again, but this time it's not just normal chatting. It's just something I want to tell you guys story-wise. And today, this is about my freshman year of college. And to get the story started, I was living at the dormitory my first year of college, and I met a group of people there and first day, and ever since then we hung out every day till we basically graduated that year. And during that time, you'll just be chilling out in the dormitories, either playing Wii Sports Resort, drinking Busch lattes, and just hanging out, chatting, having a good time. Now, one of these days, randomly, we would be chilling in my dorm room, me and probably 4 other people that were there, and our neighbor that we haven't met yet knocked on our door and said, "Hey, it's my birthday. You guys want to come over and eat some of this cake with me that I bought?" And we're like, "Sure, why not? Free cake." So we stopped over there, hung out, met him and his roommate, and became friends since, and we actually hung out with them since we graduated college through that little interaction that we did from knocking on the door. So probably 6 months goes by from us meeting this doucher, and randomly one day when me and the same homeboys were sitting down, and I don't know what we were doing. I think we were either playing Wii Sports Resort or just sitting down chatting, drinking. And one day, the same guy knocked on our door, and this time he just swings it wide open, like he owns the place. And what he has in his right hand is a half-eaten piece of Spam sandwich. And in his left hand, like a pack, I think a 12-pack of Twisted Teas. And he just goes up to our table and says, "You guys think I could drink 10 Twisted Teas within 10 minutes?" Just randomly. And we looked at him. And by the way, this guy is like 6 foot, 300 pounds. So he can handle his liquor just as is from being that tall and hefty. But 10 drinks within 10 minutes, I don't think that's even physically possible. And me and the homeboys thought the same thing. So we looked at him and said, "Sure, why not?" He's like, "Alright, bet." So he ripped open his 12-pack and just immediately shotgunned the first Twisted. And we're looking at him, and we're just waiting to just see if common sense hits him in the head and that he thinks that he actually can't do it. But while we're waiting for that to happen, we're watching this guy shotgun this Twisted Tea. He's like, "That was easy." And then after that, he finishes his Spam sandwich and then proceeds to crack open the next drink. And then within 5 minutes of that, well, not 5 minutes. I think it was like within probably like a minute of that, he just slams it. And we're like, do you think this challenge is even possible? He's like, "Oh yeah, I could definitely do it." And how we are laid out is, think of like a rectangular room where there's like a 2-seat love seat to the right by the short side, and the long side there's like a normal size couch, a 3-seater. And we're all packed in there. So me and my 4 homies, including the guy that just walked in, are sitting down watching something on the TV, chatting. And periodically, while we're just sitting there, I would look over to see how many beers he's down, or Twisteds. And by this point, it's like 5-minute mark, and I had another guy like actually set a timer for him just to really make sure that he could do it within 10 minutes. We all know he couldn't, but... And by this time, within the halfway point, he's like 4 deep. And he's working on his 5th one. I'm like, damn, this guy's really chugging along. Then, probably a minute or 2 goes by. I look over, and he still has the same drink in his hand. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Whatever, he's taking his time. Then, 8 minutes goes... Well, the 8-minute mark goes by because I tell my buddy, hey, what's the timer at? He's like, 8 minutes and, like, some seconds. And I tell him, like, hey, buddy, you good? And he just finished his 5th drink, and he's on to the 6th one. And he's like, I don't know, man, but I'll try. I'm like, okay, keep on doing you. Now, I think, like, 30 seconds after I say this, I look over. And I see him with his head straight up in the air, basically like he's looking at the ceiling. And his drink isn't in his hand anymore. And he has his hand covering his mouth. I'm like, huh, that's weird. Then I look, and he's, like, drooling a bit. I'm like, huh, that's a little weird, too. Then his nose starts bleeding. And I'm just thinking, is he, like, not throwing up? Is he, like, holding it back? And right when that thought literally crosses my mind, he starts gurgling like a water fountain, and let's just say the floodgates broke, and this guy just explodes of freaking Twisted Tea vomit. Just erupts, and I swear to God, this stream that came out of his mouth went halfway up the ceiling. Now, by the way, we're in a small dormitory room right now. So whatever he's throwing up straight into the air is going to hit all of us. So as this is happening, I kind of gradually get up and get away. And my other roommates don't know this at the time. And one of them notices. And then all of them notices because literally freaking puke chute is going straight up into the air and going everywhere in the dormitory room. And my oldest roommate there realized this and casually gets up to grab a bucket, which is, I think, like 3 paces away. He's just taking a jolly old time while this guy is puking his guts out. He's still face up straight in the air, just making it hit every square foot of that room. And all my friends get up like, yo, dude, what the hell? Grab a bucket. And by the time he grabbed the bucket, he was already done throwing up and sat in front of him. And he bends over, spits some stuff out. He's like, ugh. And I told him, dude, you weren't able to do the 10 drinks in 10 minutes. You only went halfway. What did you expect? And I swear to God, this guy looks up at me and says, it must have been the Spam sandwich I ate. I'm like, what? He said, the reason why I puked is because I ate a Spam sandwich. And I'm like, you're a retard. What do you mean? And when we're looking around to make sure that I'm not stepping in and vomit, we see like little pieces of Spam just everywhere within the room because he literally just ate that sandwich and puked it all up along with the Twisted. So we're like, this shit's nasty. And we cleaned it all up and we sent him along to his room because we're like, we don't want you here anymore. You're just a retard. And throughout the entire year, while we were like doing stuff or like moving furniture or things like that, we would periodically find like little chunks of Spam just like dried up in the most weird places, like in the crevice of the couch or like underneath the couch. behind the wall somewhere. Like, for some reason, this dude, when he threw up, wanted to hit everything within that room, and he did. And throughout the entire year, we found more and more of his freaking puke trail. It was nasty. And I don't think anyone got hit from it that I know of. Because when it did happen, most of it kind of hit himself. And we had to clean it all up. It was nasty. Very nasty. But ever since then, we called that the Great Eruption of 2021. That was the year that I went to college. And we still make fun of him since, like, oh, can you handle 10 drinks in 10 minutes? But yeah, just funny story. Thought I'd like to share with you guys something from my past. That guy is a complete idiot. And yeah, it was a very funny but gross moment because the dude tried to hold back him puking to the point where he gave himself a nosebleed and then erupts. It was crazy. Well, I hope you guys like that story. I might be telling more in the future if I'm bored, because today I was bored. I thought might as well share this. So, till then, peace.